with the former world champion, 15 years, dominating the top of world chess for 20, accolades like you wouldn't believe. We couldn't even list them now because we'd be here the whole afternoon. We are with Garry Kasparov. Gary, welcome to the show.
The computers, it's not about, just every, but, it's almost, you can learn here in St. Louis, so, but that's, the opportunities, that we have other, even the pop, is not threatening.
Think a bit?
Look, I really feel for a moment that, was, yes, and, it's a stronger position, and it's, but, he's, competing. It would not be, the time control, here he took very, but still, it's under pressure, instinctively, I make a move, in classic Anna, for instance, enters the time trial, and he has, couple of, 5 moves, you have to stand that, with all.
Every Russian schoolboy and every American schoolboy would say, white is better here.
Well, I was see that, as the tournaments, fall when I analyze this, so in the old days, we didn't think, just call old-fashioned, the colors, that's true, but, around the world, requires a lot of, talks. Overall, I even, just without, on our think is just, is, if there are some trade union, from a year when I was playing, the C5, 3, in his, tactical tricks and being this bishop, but still, he's is just. All white. I mean, just you look at the white, it's pawn. Yes, here you still it's white position. Story of Carlsen, Queen's Gambit. It's but this and even if you go down, you will be kicking and screaming. So while here you'll be just screaming. It's like Topaz is less comfortable. That's his position. It's. It's full of psych. I did. I beat him in. Style that just look Aronia, that's why I just to push the pawn.
What do you think of Levon's play in this tournament, and which was your favorite of his games?
Look, it's just it's completely so, again it knows well, he played it many times, so he's just in the territory where the best just sort of the biggest it's just
yes.
Oh, well, look as just I would it's I think they both adds spice for just it's never just make all just but it just when you look at his matches his time on a planet just to once I said that he's too kind just it's animal instinct something that prevents friends I look life has changed we played first matches when I I play so many things but just all because we want to make chess more popular more attractive game. So I understand that this from from I think it's it's and the players that us
right.
Magnus as a world player is always it's if joy his benefits he's always there. He's Vishy chess abilities he's even with posure and his abilities tough he's just more you're it's we have to think more about the successfully by just tough games he could not just that's why looking at just but still this is this so it's all the strongest be so creative petition this is the that the talent it's this it's girl from Texas girl bit from the Asian families or people just looking for marriages. So that's a bit union was that's countries was Armenia 3.5 with such a small 1 3 important is not just you have just from just he's the very fact that just 1986 there were second attempts up to the age of America this is war reaping benefit offers them an opportunity for kids to they I mean look just from getting you're right you could just pawns G just to fight to blow it and do something very famous enjoys himself I watched just what they would understand what's happened change so just you put that he's left because normally you maybe in blitz, he would classical chess, just you want to pass here, just it's the players, just of them, just it's about sort of experience, he never plays, and imagine, sort of, and there would be probably reshufflers, sort of before the plus players, there's so many of the crossed, for it was just almost and Fischer, it's also with the already just in its tournaments because you just have shorter version, that they look for for few that is it's that's part of my of course part of this the I read the
Garry?
which it's because it's just 5-4 for with this that means that white it's he rushed as I said he was in quick those that he's instead of just simply just but just just the 5 you have to go king f1 king
Whose game should we study?
in just in with this style yes it's he can recover using games because it's just even for him it's hard to forget that's answers and it just and you could see today it was almost for blacks so they lost even playing dominant was the pawn life this is
Magnus just blew it today.
Kind of blow just he was almost there. It was Grishuk this and, today he played just it was he was very upset that you could see he's just normally what okay, it's easy to shoot dudes you end of time you relax and so I hope street still it's he's helps him because he just and it's and he's solid talk. It's quite a doesn't come back with his pool of smell his blood then tasted his blood make sure that most natural so, but it could be
Tasting his blood.
especially being fit was of but you could have this because that's the too many and that's the knowing sort of because some meant could work it's, look is we all played this is
the same
so, problems this is the like the it's that he got nothing to draw and he just he already so many times he could just you could make a draw and then what 10 snowball, this is still playing this game, it had to be a draw, Caruana assistant,
creating,
and was just, he has really to, it's a typical, mistake. That's clear, you just, it's what he had in mind, the rook back, rook talk about, chess, but, tiny, all your, nice, we'll try to do it, when I'm, so just, and they but it's some or someone from relations my mom because when he helped but just it was training
I feel good.
Thank you, Garry. Thank you, sir.